Welcome to 9 for 10. My name is Nine Johnson. This is my podcast where I take client questions around performance anxiety, relationships, personal achievement, and self-love, and I break them down for 10 minutes to share a unique perspective gained from my 30-year obsession with radical self-exploration and spirituality. Okay, episode 3, 9 for 10. Here we go. Next question. Why is dating so damn hard? I chose this question because I love the dynamics of relationship. Understanding relationships and how they work have been a passion of mine since the 7th grade. Once I found a girl that I knew loved me, I grew obsessed with figuring out how to be a great boyfriend, which inevitably evolved into becoming obsessed with figuring out how to love myself. I found that self-love is truly our way of reorienting ourselves with the world from a perspective of appreciation for our unique life experience. In my eyes, there are two ways to navigate the world. Number one, from a perspective of inner purpose, motivating curiosity, and passionate goal setting. Or number two, from an impulsive desire to either fit in with society and gain acceptance, or stand out from society and prove you don't need acceptance. Number two is a symptom of not being motivated to accept and appreciate ourselves as children. We are so conditioned as children to be unconsciously obedient, we never develop an introspective relationship with ourselves, leading us to never consider why we want to do the things that we do. So we just do whatever we're expected to do, leading us to doing what everyone else is doing, or plainly acting on our impulses to seek pleasure and avoid pain, motivating us to do whatever the media shows us we'll like and shows us that we won't like. These are the consequences of never developing a personal appreciation for our unique life experiences, never creating an authentic desire to know ourselves or to choose our path based on what we like about our lives. In other words, we never learn to know that we know what we want from life. And herein lies the difficulty with relationships. The general reason dating and relationships can be so difficult is because we do it for no damn reason. We basically date because that is what is expected of us. We live in a culture where we learn about dating and relationships from TV and movies. Every once in a while, someone's blessed with a parent that'll sit them down and actually talk about relationships. Most of us, we didn't get that. Outside of hitting puberty and experiencing our hormones and sexual attraction, we had no idea as to why we wanted to be in a relationship. And it seems like because of our hormones and our attraction, it makes us feel like we want to do it. And so then we just follow suit without really having any logical reasons behind it, leading us to make decisions that we don't even understand. Dating and relationships have no cultural purpose or meaning to most people outside of that's what we're supposed to do. We go so far with trying to fit in that many of us sacrifice everything we like about ourselves to make the person we're dating happy with how we can be for them. I was guilty of this for 20 years. I was a chameleon. I would become a different person for every girl I went out with. But self-sacrificing only lasts so long before either I got burned out or they got tired of me. Everything I did, from only talking to certain types of girls to only going to certain types of places to meet these certain types of girls, was motivated by either TV, movies, or popular culture. But I honestly had no idea why I liked these girls. And I just assumed it was because they were pretty or they were smart or they liked me. But unfortunately, even that bored me once I got them because, again, I didn't know why I wanted to date these girls in the first place. So there were so many times I felt lonely even when I was with them because we didn't have anything in common other than the fact that we both wanted to be dating someone because that was expected of us. And this pattern repeated itself for years. Either I got bored or they got bored. And the boredom always came because our acceptance for each other was conditioned upon being the source of the other's happiness, which always proved to be difficult because neither of us knew what we wanted from our relationship. And that was because neither of us knew what we wanted from ourselves. All we knew was what was expected of us. When we lack a personal purpose, we lack direction. When we lack direction, we lack reason. When we lack reason, we do dumb shit. In other words, we make illogical decisions based on our impulses influenced by what we see in the media. Reacting to life is what leads people to getting attached to people they don't truly vibe with, and then they cheat on them. Reacting to life is what leads people to use others to boost their self-esteem. The worst part about dating for no reason is that there truly is a reason that we're doing it. The truth is, we're dating because we don't want to be alone with ourselves long enough to feel the repressed pain that is constantly trying to be brought up into our conscious awareness so we can heal and move on with our life in a more meaningful way. Whether we were neglected, verbally, emotionally, or physically abused, when we were kids, it was not safe for us to express the frustration of being a human being domesticated like an animal. Yes, our parents did all that they did to protect us, and most of it was motivated by an old world perspective of love. But that doesn't mean we weren't on fire on the inside, hating every unexplained no, every second of being left alone after school, hating hearing excuses like, I'm too tired. I don't know how to do that. Just go outside and play. To a child, even the mildest neglect can cause major frustration because we have yet to understand the world or why our parents don't care to spend time with us. We can't figure out what's wrong with us that makes our parents not want to play with us or help us with our homework or simply really talk to us and teach us stuff. And that unexpressed anger and resentment doesn't just go away. It's stored in our bodies until it has a chance to be expressed safely. And for the rest of our life, our emotions are consistently trying to creep into our awareness to be expressed and released. This is basically what healing is. But because our culture teaches us to avoid our emotions with food, TV, and activities, as we grow older, we stick to the same habit of avoidance. Or we live on the other extreme of sacrificing our personal relationship to ourselves to be someone else for someone we like, until we're willing to accept ourselves and feel the emotions that are constantly trying to come up and be released and expressed. We'll never be grounded enough to be fully present in a relationship. We'll continue to make uninformed decisions based on our impulses to avoid emotional pain and seek pleasure and comfort. This will always be the reason why dating is so hard. Because even when you swear you like someone, you won't really know why because you won't know yourself well enough for your why to truly make sense for you as an individual. All right. Thank you for joining me on another episode of 9 for 10. I'll be putting out a new episode every Tuesday morning for the next 7 weeks. Feel free to leave a comment below if you have any questions, or if you have any ideas for the next question I answer, just shoot it in the comments below. If you want to reach me for any reason, you can reach me at 9johnsoncoaching@gmail.com. I'd like to give a special shout out to my producer, Alejandro Wilkins, and my music producer, Amaze88. Love strong.